Hi, everybody. It's a wee bit of alchemy. I'm Rick Barrett. Welcome. Today, we're going to continue our exploration into the reclaiming lost territory exercises, and we're going to dig up some supplemental material that I've developed over the years, and we'll kind of interject those at appropriate spots in the basic reclaiming lost territory sequence. So please stand up, and we'll do that. Here we go. Okay, first thing we're going to do is establish our three pillars. Three pillars being central equilibrium, energetic coherence, and unkinking the hose. So start just by feel your weight in your feet, unlock your knees, just allow yourself to sink down, and be very conscious of where your weight is in your feet. And we're primarily concerned with orienting to the three nails that Master Chen had developed, and that is along the big toe line, or the medial line of the foot, the heel, the ball of the foot, and the big toe. And the heel is the most yin part of that relationship. Then we get more yang as we get into the ball of the foot, and then we get really yang when we press down with the big toe. So we're going to begin just by feeling the three nails on the insides of the feet. The knees are unlocked, and feel yourself just sinking down into your feet. And this awareness of where in your foot your weight is crucial to developing Jin, internal power. So now bring your weight primarily into your heel nails, and just allow yourself to settle into that, and relax your knees. You're settling down. Relax your hip joints and feel that settling. Feel your whole body. Just each breath as you exhale, find yourself just emptying down a little more. So this is establishing the yin pole. We're opening up to the big chi, the yin chi of the earth. And it comes up to the bubbling well points in the centers of your feet. Good. Now reach with the crown of your head and tuck in your chin. And this opens up the jade pillow gate at the base of your skull. This allows the Jingshen, the spirit of vitality, to rise up your spine and go to your brain. Allows your spirit to ascend to its home at the Niwan Gong, it's in the Spirit Valley. Between the hemispheres of your brain is this location called the Spirit Valley. That's where we want the Shen, the spirit, to rise. And this connects up also to your upper dantian, your third eye, your heaven's eye. So we want to feel those two poles in opposition there. We're opening to the yang chi of the heavens by reaching up at the crown. And we're feeling the yin chi of the earth through the feet. And you want to feel primarily yin. You want to feel sinking down and just a little bit of reaching up with the crown. Just enough. No muscular tension, just a light extension, almost like a vine reaching up toward the sun. Relax your lower back, drop your sacrum. Don't force it down, just kind of drop it and allow your lumbar area to flatten out a little bit. This allows the chi to rise up your spine. Point and reach with your index fingers and feel the energetic coherence. Notice the change. It's very subtle insubstantial changes that occur in your body mind as you point and reach with your index fingers. Reach a little bit with your elbow, just kind of, your arms are slightly rounded. And all we're doing here is reaching out and opening up the shoulder joints. And that allows the chi to flow more freely in your arms. And you'll feel it in your hands, your fingers, feel that tingling and pulsing sense of fullness. And so we're, by opening up the jade pillow gate at the base of the skull and opening up the shoulder joints, where those are two of the main valves for the chi, the main gates that we're dealing with. The third one is at the quad, at your hip joints, which is very gently spiral down to the left and then turn to the right and back to the left, just feeling in your feet as you turn. The whole idea is you're just moving very ever so slightly gliding in your hip joints. So there's no forcing it, it's just allowing it to happen. And what this does is that allows for more of the earth chi to rise up, and it's where the legs connect, the quads where the legs connect up with the torso. And so that makes that junction there. And if any tension you have in your butt, in your hip areas, will tend to close down that chi flow. And so right here in your quad, right here at the inguinal crease, there are 2 points there that called the stomach 30, which is the thrusting chi is its name. And it's so when that's opened up, it allows the chi to ascend up your spine, up the penetrating vessel and into your brain. So we're plugging into the big chi and bringing about this state of super consciousness that comes with just connecting up there. Okay, so let's begin the reclaiming lost territory exercises. So start by putting your right foot forward and you set your knee, pick up your left heel. So, and you want to keep your body centered. So what you don't want to happen is you don't want to slide out to the side like that. You want to feel your weight on the inside of your feet. You know, particularly you start with your weight in your heel, and then you can also feel the ball of your foot and then the big toe also as you're doing it. But the idea is just to gently turn the body back and forth while relaxing the quad. We're getting sung in your quad. That is, you're releasing down into the support, the intrinsic support of the intrinsic structure of the body. Nice and easy, just kind of moving back and forth like a screen door on its hinges, just kind of moving back and forth very gently. And you can move your center. You can start with your heel and feel the ball of your foot. Locate your primary contact point to the ball of your foot. And then you can press down with the big toe. And notice that each time we do these, we move them around, it changes the energy somewhat. Good. Now go to your back foot, your left foot, pick up your front heel. And so we're really getting connected up here on the left leg now, single weighted. And the same idea here, you're setting your knee, the knee's not moving, and everything's happening here at the quad. Everything's happening at your hip joints. You're turning. So, and notice also that your shoulders and hips are moving together. And one way to cultivate this is just to put your hands on your hips. And so that you're turning your torso as a unit. Because there's a lot of people you tell them to turn and they'll initiate with the shoulders and they'll create this twist there. And we're working on cultivating this movement as a continuous unit with your torso. Good. Now put your left foot forward, pick up your right heel, set the left knee, and feel the heel of the left foot, heel nail of the left foot, and same idea here. Really just releasing down into that hip joint and just almost like you're sitting on your hip. You're allowing your torso to just kind of sit there and just kind of moves back and forth like on ball bearings. And don't twist too much. You just want to, much more important that you develop this sung qua here than to kind of twist your body. You want to get that nice and easy here. We'll be doing an exercise. The next exercise, we'll get a little more of a twist in. Right now, we just want to develop this sung qua. Now go to your back foot, your right foot, pick up your left heel, set your knee, and same idea here. So we're cultivating also confidence in standing on one foot, being able to feel stable in one foot and to be able to turn, move around by using the qua. And so that supporting leg becomes very stable and allows us to develop root as we do this. And by doing this, by having more confidence in our supporting structure, it allows us to let go of tension in the upper body. Good. Okay, so feet about a hip width apart. And this time we're going to open it up a little bit. And similar kind of idea. This time you're gonna twist. You're gonna open up your back, your spine, and I like to pick up the heel of my empty foot as I turn. So I really establish my foundation in one leg or the other, and you can stay on one leg. Like here, I'm on my right leg, and I'm going back and forth on that, like that, and then I'll go back into my left leg and just hang out there for a minute, and then back and forth. And so this is where we're opening up the spine. We're kind of allowing the muscles to release there and open up the shoulders, the chest, and also allowing the arms to get very sung, letting go of arm tension and feeling the shoulder joints are opening up. Good. Okay, and you can do that for a couple of minutes if you like. We're going to move forward here. The next one is Sung Gong, and the idea is here you're going to reach up with your wrist. So one hand will come up, or actually both hands are going to come up, reaching with the wrist. And the key point here is the wrist comes up to the side, but notice the elbow stays down. So the wrist is coming up like that. And what this does is it disconnects shoulder tension as we do it. Because if I don't do that, if I reach from the shoulder, then there's shoulder tension here, and that defeats the purpose of the exercise. So the idea is here, you're reaching up like this, very soft, very sung in your shoulder joint, and then one hand comes in front, one hand goes behind, and we come back up, and one in front, one behind. And nice and easy, very gentle. Your arms are very soft. And by getting rid of this muscular tension, the unconscious muscular tension, it allows us to move more freely, use our connective tissue system much more freely, and also allows the energy to move more freely through the body. So, and this also is where learning to raise our arms without shoulder tension. So just by doing this, you're going to gradually develop the ability to consciously let go of shoulder tension at will. Good. And nice and relaxed. Good. Okay, so next one is we're going to open the jade pillow gate. And we've already talked about that, where we reach with the crown of the head and open up the base of the skull here, the jade pillow gate here, right where the spine enters the spine connects up with the cranium. And so the idea here is just to reach up with the crown of your head and then lift up with your chin and then reach down with your chin. And you're pivoting from this point here. And so we're learning to control the movement of our head and relax the neck muscles and allow the Jingshen to move more freely and to bring the Shen into the brain, into the spirit valley. And this allows for that awakening that occurs with this enhanced chi. There's nothing, you're not forcing anything, but you might feel a stretch in the back of your neck as you reach down. And that's okay. You're just kind of lengthening tissues which have gotten shortened over the years. So this is part of that reclaiming lost territory exercise. Okay, so now we're going to reach with one hand and reach your head in the opposite direction. And just feel the arm is relaxed and just kind of move it around and find where it's doing you the most good. Move your head around. And so you're lengthening the tissues in your neck, your shoulders, down your arms. And you'll feel spots where it's kind of grabbing and you feel nice and relaxed. Breathe into that, open that up and bring that down. And now go to the other arm, reach out and reach your head in the opposite direction. Open. Rotate your arm, open up your chest. Really just mess around with it and see what it can do to lengthen the tissues there. Good. Now we're going to do one of our addenda. And this one, side to side, you bring your arms up like this and reaching out. And the idea is you're going to sink in and reach. And as you do that, you're opening up your shoulder joints, opening up your elbows, your wrists, everything, and then relax and then go in the other direction. And you're also lengthening along your torso as you do that. So you're creating this lengthening of the tissues, throughout your whole body. You're establishing this connection from your fingertips all the way down to your feet. Inhale, reach out, open, hang out there a second and back, and then inhale and open. And really feel that lengthening there along your torso. Inhale and open. Good. Okay, and relax, bring your arms down. And pause a moment, just feel into that, feel into your arms. Notice that the circulation is picking up and you're getting more chi flow into your hands and your forearms. Relax and just really let that happen. Let that kind of feed into your body. The chi knows what to do, and it's going to do whatever work your body needs to be done. All right, another addendum is we're going to roll the shoulders. I'll turn my body. So the idea here is first I'm going to roll my shoulder forward and turn. right? And then I'm going to come back and roll it back the other way. Okay, and then roll forward and turn and roll back. So we're creating this awareness of moving your shoulders, your chest, that whole structure independently. You're able to control and create more awareness of your shoulders, and this frees up a lot of the muscles that kind of get stuck. This is again going back to the reclaiming lost territory idea. We, as we get older, sometimes we get fixed patterns, and that locks in the muscles. The fascia kind of locks them in and kind of creates a stiffness there. And so we're going to go the other side now. So the idea we're rolling the shoulder forward, turning, and rolling back, and rolling forward. And you're isolating the shoulder joint as you do this, creating an awareness of those muscles, bones, connective tissues. Yeah, and relax. Just pause for a moment, feel into that, feel the circulation. Each of these things is enhancing the chi flow, enhancing the circulation of blood. You're opening up. Okay, now we're going to roll the head. So you got it's nice and easy, exploring the range of motion in your head. Reverse it. You might find some sticky spots, some crunchy spots, and just gently guide your head through those, nice and relaxed. You're not forcing anything, but you're just kind of nibbling at the edges. Good. Now, with turkey head is the next one. This is where you just push your face forward, then pull it back, forward and back. So as I'm doing it sideways. And you're pivoting from that jade pillow gate again. Good. Now there's another little addendum. We're going to circle the head, but just at the very top. So it's a very small circle. So what we're doing is we're rotating the head, but from the topmost vertebrae. So you're rotating that nice and relaxed. And so just bringing more consciousness to your jade pillow gate. And also learn to control your head. Now reverse it. This enhances your chi flow. Good. And relax. Pause. Just feel the transitions that your body's going through as we do these exercises. We can establish a new baseline and then get comfortable there, and then we take it a little farther. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to roll down. So the idea is to stand up straight and very slowly bring your head down to you're releasing the muscles at the top of your spine. And we're going to go down a vertebrae at a time. There's 7 cervical vertebrae in your neck. So we're just going to nice and easy. Use your breath, and as you exhale, just kind of let go and let the next vertebrae go. You're using a gentle support underneath the vertebra that you're working on. Knees should be bent, body relaxed. And now we're going to go to the thoracic vertebrae. That's your upper back. We got 12 of those. I like to, as I inhale, feel my body rise a little bit as I use my diaphragm to fill up my dantian, and then as I exhale, allows me to drop a little lower, and inhale, rise a bit, and exhale, drop. And now let's go to the lumbar. These are the big vertebrae at the base of the spine. We got 5 of those. Yeah, now straighten your knees. And same idea here. As you inhale, feel your body coming up a little. As you exhale, just drop a little lower. Don't force anything. We're just gradually lengthening the tissues at the back of our legs and then up your back. Good. Now unlock your knees, sit down a little bit and start to come up. First, stacking up your lumbar vertebrae. Do this a little faster than we did going down. Now we go stack up your thoracic vertebrae. And stack up your cervical vertebrae. And then pause and just feel into that. The energy circulating throughout your whole body. We're opening up even more. Feel yourself sinking down deeper and deeper into the earth. And same time, very gently reaching up to the crown of your head. Good. All right. Next, your hands come up. Open, arch your back. Reach out with your arms. Open your chest and your shoulders. Breathe. And get very sung. And then hands come up. And sink down. Round your back. Bend your knees. Sink down. Squat down. And then come up and open. And arch your back. Reach out and exhale. Sink. Inhale. Exhale. Round your back. Squat down. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And one more. Open shoulders, open your chest, arch your back, and then sink. Hands come down. Relax. Reach out with your elbows. Feel your three pillars. Feel the stability. And feel the energy circulating throughout the whole system. Next one is knocking on the door. Basically, you set your elbow and you bang the back of your fist on the door, and the other hand goes like this. And then we turn it around and open up the shoulders, open up the chest. Yeah, then relax. And pause a moment and just eat the chi. And I mean by that is you're kind of taking it in. You're even if feels like a lot of energy, you want to kind of absorb it, feel it being absorbed by your being, and then we get to throw it away. But first, you want to eat the chi, and you're going into resonance with this energy field that is bigger than you. And the more you eat the chi, the more you're able to create this harmonious resonance with the big chi. Okay, now we're going to do the big circles. Now I'll turn my body to the side so you can follow along here. Basic idea, your hands come up, arch your back, inhale, hands come down, bend your knees, sink down, hands come down, and exhale, and inhale, arch your back, and exhale, round your back, squat down, and inhale. I like to bring the tips of my fingers on the floor as I come down. And exhale. One more. And reverse it. Inhale, arch your back. Hands coming forward. Sink. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back, squat down. Exhale. Arch your back. And exhale. Now one more. And close. And this one generates a lot of energy, so just pause and eat the chi. I like to keep the tip of my tongue in the roof of my mouth and breathe through my nose and breathe into my lower dantian, my lower abdomen as I do these exercises. Of course, that changes when I'm talking, but it's this way you get a connection along your Renma and your Duma, the central channels that go up your back, up your spine, and then down the front of your body. Good. So now we're going to small circles. The idea coming up here, reaching out. Same idea here is you're reaching with the wrists, the elbows are dropped, your shoulders are relaxed, and you want to bring your arms back so your shoulder blades are coming together and back. And you're reaching out and making very small circles using your rotator cuff muscles to draw those little circles. You're opening your chest, opening your shoulder joints. We're reclaiming this lost territory. A lot of us, particularly if you spend any time in front of a computer, there's a tendency to hunch over, hunch forward, and rotate your shoulder joints forward. And this is a way of reversing that trend. So turn your palms up, same idea, your elbows are dropped, and go the opposite direction. Small circles, reaching out. Controlling your motions with those small muscles in your rotator cuff. And this allows the chi to flow more freely through your shoulders. There's ordinarily a lot of blockage for people because a lot of our stress response goes right into the shoulders. And so by consciously controlling the shoulders, we can alleviate a lot of that. And hands come down. And just notice the increasing amount of chi as we do this. Eat the chi. Yeah. Okay. Now let's, depending on much time we have, let's do lifting the sky. This is an additional exercise that the idea here, feet about hip width apart, knees are unlocked. Nice. Feel your three pillars, very sung. Hands come up. You inhale. And then rotate your forearms so you're pressing up against the sky with your hands. Hold your breath for a moment. And then exhale. Point and reach as your arms come down. They're floating down. Arms, shoulders relaxed. Now you point and reach. Open up your joints, your shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. And relax and bring your hands back to center. Inhale. Rotate, press up, sink down, bend your knees, sink down, hold your breath. And then exhale. Point, reach, arms float down, very relaxed. Inhale, point, reach. Feel the balls of your feet as you do this. Press down with the big toes. We're getting a nice yang boost here. And then go to your heels and exhale. One more of these. And inhale. Press up. Hold. Go into the balls of your feet. Press down with your big toes. Hold. And exhale, reach down with your elbows, your wrists, go into your heels. Come down with the fingers, nice, soft, relaxed. And then bulge your feet, big toes, reach down, open your joints. Feel that yang expansion throughout your body, and then exhale and relax. Eat the chi. Yourself getting very sung. Your muscles are very relaxed, and you're really trusting your connective tissue system, connecting, yes, the whole support network there, letting go of any extraneous muscular tension. Yeah. Okay, last one. We're going to do embracing the moon. And so we begin, exhale, bow forward, reach down, inhale. And as you inhale, your knees are bent, you're reaching out in front of you. Inhale, and then your hands are holding the moon here. It's like they got a ball here. And then you arch your back and look up through your hands, look up at the ceiling, and then exhale, reach out, relax, same as the other exercise. Arms float down, sink into your heels, very yin. And then to the balls of your feet, big toes, press down, point and reach, open, very yang. And exhale, back into your heels, yin. Hands come up. Inhale. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going down. I'm sorry. Here we go. We're here. We're going down now. We're bowing forward. Exhale. Inhale. Balls of your feet. Big toes. Arch your back. Hold the moon. Hold your breath. Reach. And exhale. Arms float down. Sink into your heels. Very yin. Inhale. Balls your feet. Big toes. Point. Reach. Very yang. Feel that expansion. And exhale, sink into your heels, bow forward. Inhale, balls your feet. And big toes. Hold the moon. Arch your back. Reach. Hold your breath. And exhale. Arms float down, sink into your heels. Nice and yin. Inhale, point, reach, open the joints to get balls of your feet. Big toes, feel the yang. And sink into your heels and let that go. Relax and eat the chi. Feel the energy circulating through your body. Feel the chin as the energy and the muscles are unifying. Step in. Take a deep breath. Go to the balls of your feet. That's the big toes. Inhale. Yang. Gather and sink in your heels and exhale. Yin. Very sung. And throw away the chi. Empty out. Dissolve into the emptiness. Let it all go. Please have a seat. How was that? Great. Good. Any thoughts? Questions, comments, complaints? Scott?
I got a couple of everything. The complaint, not a complaint, but something to be wary of is both me and Valerie got a major head rush on that last embracing the moon. My vision actually went
It's a
wonky.
biggie.
My vision actually went wonky for a second.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, no,
so
it's a whole lot of chi in that one, and it really opens up into your brain. So you use your judgment.
yeah. I think it was
Don't
partly
don't
the holding the breath, holding the breath as up and then coming down. I think that made the blood just kind of get a little crazy.
Yeah. So just do one or two of them to start until you get till you build up that tolerance for it, and then go forward from there.
And then the shoulder one, I don't think you've ever done it that way before, and that was very, you know, having shoulder stuff, it's helpful the way you were doing it.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Also
I
the
did I did a variation on that like 30 years ago, but it's I haven't done that recently.
well, we always did all the way around. We never did, as far as I remember, it was never that way, but maybe I just,
No, it was you're right. So we do the just we used to do just forward, and now I'm including the backward also. So I think it's an improvement.
and with having shoulder stuff, embracing the sky and lifting the moon, particularly, I had a really because having my arm out, that's where the problem, that's where the problem comes in when I'm trying to bear weight on the shoulder with the arm out.
Uh-huh.
So I really had to pay attention, but I was able to pay attention and really do it without any pain. So it
So,
was
do you have any
helpful.
advice for people who might have a similar situation there?
Yeah. So for me, it's, when I'm coming down, going out and coming down, that's the problem. So I just brought my arm in just a little bit less and really paid attention to using the shoulder gently, using the shoulder to lower it. But, you know,
Cool,
I guess that's the best I can explain it.
cool, cool. Anybody else? Dave.
I I echo Scott. I thought I was going to have some shoulder issues with that too, and it was really gentle. All the exercises were just really the flow of them were really it was wonderful.
Yeah,
It
great.
just yeah, it's really great. And but the same thing, Scott. And my left shoulder has been bugging me, and I just kept on going, and it felt really good. So whatever you did, Rick, I'm gonna watch it again.
Great, great, terrific. Cool. Valerie.
Well, I appreciated, I can't remember when you were saying it, but in my words, it's, pain is not your friend. So I think it was when we were doing the neck rotations, rolling, it's like, be gentle with yourself. Don't like soldier through it. That's not what reclaiming lost territory is about. It's feeling where you might have some hiccups or some, little bit of problems, and back off of it, make it much smaller, and breathe. Uh, I mean, there was at one point I had to let my right arm, we both got these right arm shoulder things going. So I had to just let my right arm go and just did with my left arm, because it just got tired and it wasn't appreciating it. So
Right.
you said this several times, pay attention, feel what's going on in your body. That's the most important part. If you want to get this stuff back, get the movement back, the mobility back in any of these joints, even if you haven't lost it yet, these exercises really help keeping you from losing it in the first place. I feel anyway.
Great. Thank you. That's really good advice. Appreciate that. Thank you. Richard.
Well, continuing the shoulder theme, I'm finding I'm trying to, increase my range of motion with my shoulder, my right shoulder as well. And what I've been trying to do lately is, as I start to move, I'm trying to think of sort of micro movements to try to find, because I sometimes I find that if I'm really slow and careful and I adjust little micro movements in my shoulder, I can find a path that's less painful.
Nice.
And hopefully can build on that. So it's kind of interesting that we're all struggling with the same shoulder issues.
Yeah.
I just had my friend cortisone introduced back in my shoulder this week. So I'm trying to go slowly and not irritate anything. So
Nice. Lynn.
Have no shoulder issues. I just had a really lovely time with the energy kind of circling around my arms all the way up, both arms as we were moving. And I was just, it felt so good. I'm like, now I just want to do set. And I'm like, wait, no, don't make me stop. Because I really want to do set. Because I was like, that energy was just going to take me and keep me going. So
Beautiful.
Thanks. It was fun.
Beautiful. Thank you. Cool. Anybody else? Debbie.
I agree with Lynn about the energy and just wanting to keep going. And for me, the one that was the most subtle that I had never done before was the small circles with the head to just the top of the head to open the jade pillow gate. And that was really just kind of revolutionary for me.
Oh, wonderful.
So that was
wonderful.
All of it was fantastic.
Great. Cool. Anybody else? Okay.
For my
John.
first time here, this was great. I felt I could definitely feel the chi going through.
Wonderful.
Soon, this was all fairly new to me. So this is all like qigong, right? Correct? That we're doing primarily.
It's kind of like qigong. But it's also exercises which I've developed to establish body mechanic coming out of Master Chen's ideas, using some of these things to really establish good body mechanics, which then allows the energy to move more freely. So it's sort of a combination of body mechanics and qigong.
Really enjoyed it. It's great.
Great, good. Hope to see you more often. So wonderful. Cool. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you all so much.
Thanks.
Been a lot of fun. Thank you, producer.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Thanks, Maria.
I love you guys.
See ya.
Love you.
all.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.